today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. As we'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers versus Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers.
This is what I'm talking about. NFL playoffs at Lambeau Field with a snowstorm camped out over the upper Midwest. Let's go. It's time for some great football in Green Bay. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the 2015 NFL Most Valuable Player in his 11th season in the league, 32-year-old Cam Newton.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This is McCaffrey on the give. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Newton. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run with McCaffrey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Play action. It's Newton. They'll roll him out right. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. On 1st down, Newton. Being chased. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. Now it's Newton. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
To throw is Newton. Out to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Zadarius Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and goal, Newton, and this one's incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Got an open man. It's Ruggs. Touchdown! Henry Ruggs, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So that drive spans 13 plays, and Carolina scores to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season.
kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Abdullah, the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. He finds his man, complete. That's more. First down now, but that clock rolling. Newton now to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Newton throwing again. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. Throwing again on second down. Newton. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw, Newton. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This is the first of 4 Divisional Round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other Divisional Round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway from the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. Powers through. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Cam's throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. 68 yards on the ground for him so far. 4 yards remain for second down. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he's got room. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the air now with Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. That catch good for only a couple. On 2nd down now, it's Hubbard, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? And this time he is in. Yes. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And this one's back to an 8-point game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, But throw one to the big guy, but you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throw us downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Jones with a nice burst there on first down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards. Here's Jones again on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now a run with McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Newton. Over the middle, open is Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now Newton. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Out of the gun, Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be a second down. Newton now to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Right back to Hubbard. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 18-yard line. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down at 4. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run here with Hubbard. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Newton. Touchdown, Panthers. Amir Abdullah from 3 yards out. And the Panthers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2. Cam looking to throw. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And that one was made so tough by the penalty, pushing him back to the 7. They still got it done, though.
Yeah, and the big surprise is that the extra point unit doesn't run out there with the kicker. Okay, you move it back to the 7, but they felt like they needed to have it, and they felt like they had a good play call, and they were successful.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Open man, here's Cobb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Second down, another shot for Jones. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. The give is to Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And some room to work. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 73 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give to Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout. And that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Abdullah, the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. On second and very short, Newton. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side.
Hey, we gonna do what we do.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Shedding through the defense. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Newton. And shedding through the tackle. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton, he finds his man, complete. That's more. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Kenny Clark able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Now Newton on third and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. Desperation time. Newton, fourth down. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas there to make the grab. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter, and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Rodgers going to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Hassan Reddick with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newton, open man is Robbie Anderson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Newton on 1st down. It completes it once more to Anderson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Here's Newton. And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. This to break our 4th quarter tie. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers now to throw. That's complete to Cow. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Working with a 2nd and 4. This is Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2nd down and 8. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Badgley's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Rolling to his right. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So a big penalty there on the to 1st and 10. They'll run a draw now with Hubbard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Second down, another chance for Hubbard. Trying to hurry to the line on the very outskirts of field goal range. Throwing is Newton, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Pressure kick, and I thought he was going to hit it. I thought we were destined for overtime, but not the case.
Not at all, and they were already planning for the overtime you just mentioned, already saying, okay, what are we going to do if we get the ball? What happens on defense? Instead of that celebration and that little bit of euphoria, it turned into letdown city.
Sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.